Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. Let's make sure okay. Mic is on and we're in business. All right, so I did just go outside for a very long walk because I'm just recovering from the flu. I don't know what it was. It was like 1/10 or 1/20th of what everybody else has. But definitely slowed me down a little bit, was sleeping a lot, but having no pain. It was just weird. So I decided it's like 35 degrees out in Atlanta, but it's sunny and beautiful. So I bundled up and I went for a couple miles walk and got some fresh air and sunshine because our Georgia sun, of course, is shining as usual. And so I'm still bundled up and a little bit red, and I thought I'd come back and talk to you about something that's extremely important. And that is not just your life purpose. We all came here to break through all of the challenges of this planet and to stop letting it rule us. We all came here to raise our frequency. And we're all here to help each other do that. Not force it or interfere with somebody's journey or judge it or say that somebody should or shouldn't be doing something. Can we let sleeping dogs lie? And let's just be there for each other and work on our own frequency. You don't have to always know what your life purpose is. It will always be evident to you at every moment of every day, and that life purpose may change. It's changed for me. Depending on where you are in your life, maybe this year's life purpose for you is to, create something artistic for other people or even for yourself, right? To explore things in yourself that you didn't know existed. That may change, but you are actually here to be a part of the frequency change of the planet, which has already happened. We're already through it. I've felt it. I talked about it all through 2017. Really a lot of changes going on, some real big shifts. A whole month there, like in August, I was really feeling like something was going to happen. And sure enough, in the fall, I felt like a huge shift. I physically have felt very different in 2018. And I can tell you right now, something has transpired that I can't even explain, but I know we have gone into that next dimension, and that frequency has been raising. It is a fact. It's been documented by NASA that this planet's electromagnetic fields are increasing. And so I just wanted to talk to you about this because I think we sort of missed the point of why we came here. We need to be our best at every moment. We need to understand that everything that happens in our life is not a coincidence. Quantum physics and science will tell you that that is true. Everything's cause and effect. Everything's being manifested by you. You hold that power. That, I hope at this point you figured out, is the absolute truth. That is quantum physics. That has been proven in laboratories by scientists who are atheists. And I want you to also understand that not only do you wield that power, but the whole ultimate reason to come here is to really do something awesome, to really raise your frequency. And that is not about having the things, getting the best job, having the best relationship, always being happy, always being healthy. It's really so much more than that. You can have all those things, but the growth comes from the challenges. And the challenges no longer have to include suffering. So we actually live in a time period right now when we can be, let's say, our best human selves, because being human means experiencing emotions. Those are not going to go away. But our best human self means that we're going to experience them on such a high level with appreciation and gratitude. The gratitude isn't for the things I have, it's for everything. Gratitude is, thank you for the lessons I'm receiving. Thank you for, being here. This is a real huge privilege, by the way. So you must have done something pretty good to get here, because this is one of the biggest opportunities to raise that frequency. And you're doing it. Don't miss that opportunity. And when you start getting hung up on your lottery tickets and your stock prices and, getting the guy that doesn't want you, isn't the love of your life. If he was, he'd want you. Just letting go of all these things and realizing, I don't need those things to be happy. In fact, if I let them go, they're going to appear anyways, because my life will become abundant when I tap into the highest frequency. And how is that? When you are not hooked into the material world, because that has density. When you're hooked into your higher self is everything, by the way. You're functioning on the other side right now. I'm going to talk a lot about this in 2018, because this is something that's totally new to me that I've experienced, and that is, I believe that you are actually functioning on the other side right now and very aware of how you're operating as a human, and that in this experience you're actually not aware of that. But I think what's happening is the veils are coming down, and we're actually a little bit more aware that that's going on, that you're actually orchestrating things from the other side, the unseen world. Because we are one power, we are one entity. So how can we be separate from that? We're not, right? So if there's a higher self, of course there is, because you're everything. You're the one energy. It's just experiencing frequencies and different experiences. Then obviously there is a part of you that is very aware of the experience and viewing it. I've actually experienced this when I was in a super awakened state. When you're outside of your body, you are actually the energy around, observing yourself, and still attached. I got a cough. Didn't want to cough in your ear. Still attached to your body, of course. You have to be to keep it functioning. Hold on. Sorry about that. Still attached to your body, because we got the silver cord. We got, you want to keep the energy going in it. It's got to be functioning. But at the same time, being a part of this energy that's huge. It's everything, and you feel big, you feel huge, you feel disconnected from your body. You're actually watching yourself talk, and it's an effort to talk, because you don't really have anything to say. Seriously, when you're in that state of awakening, you don't really want to say anything, there's nothing to say. You sort of know everything, and you don't. You don't need to know, you just sort of know. I call it the knowing. You just sort of know. We're ultimately everything, just experiencing stuff, that's it. We just put too much thought into it. That's all we are. So what if you just had to be your best? Because when you leave this earth, I want you to ask yourself right now, what have you contributed? What have you contributed? Because you came here to do something really special. And it doesn't mean that you have to change the world. You don't have to have a friggin' YouTube channel with millions of people on it. You may just be somebody who teaches children, or works with animals, or saves animals, or works with elderly people, or finds solutions for handicapped people, or solutions for diseases, or solutions for whatever, or is a gardener who creates something beautiful and doesn't put poison into this planet, and lives a different life that, most people should model themselves after. It's possible that you can leave such a positive mark. That means when you leave this planet, did you raise the frequency of this planet? Did you? Right now, can you tell me if that would be the case if you left today? If not, then you must be so focused on you and your unhappiness and what's happened to you and who's doing what for you, or who judging everybody and complaining about the world, and who's going to drop the bomb, and who's tweeting from the White House. What is that? That's focus, again, on negativity of somebody else's reality that doesn't have to be yours, because as soon as you focus on it, it becomes your reality. If you're not focused on it, it is not your reality. It actually does not exist. It doesn't exist. All right? This is true, by the way. So the only reason it does is collective consciousness, man. As soon as we pull away from that, and we start pulling away, and we all start putting our energy into the higher frequencies, this planet is going to change. What are you doing to raise the frequency of this planet? That's what you came here for. It's not about winning the lottery. It's not about all the other stuff. It's not about getting the stuff first and then I'll be happy. That's missing the whole point. That whole getting the stuff to make yourself happy tells me that you need to find that place. If you want to progress, you need to find that place where you can find the lesson in everything, and that you understand it's not trying to get happy through these things. It's learning and the journey in this struggle that you've created and no longer struggling in it, and then it doesn't have to be there anymore. The lessons are gone. There's nothing to learn. You already know how to deal with sadness or loss or blame or guilt or whatever else shows up. You know, we all have the same stuff going on, right? It's just all different degrees. We all have our little thing we've had to deal with and break through. What's your thing? Is it feeling unworthy? Is it poverty? Is it just fear? Constantly fearing things? You're always afraid? Is it, you know, not loving yourself? I don't understand the loving yourself thing, because to me it's like we are love, and how can you love yourself? I mean, you are you. You are everything. So that one I don't get. But but if you feel like you don't love yourself, then you need to say why. Where's this coming from? And then you've got to understand then that there is faith that's lacking there. And that's the key, right? Is faith. Faith is believing and knowing, not questioning where it's coming from, how it's coming, why or what. Faith is, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be, and I can orchestrate my life, and part of that means you're growing through these things that you have been challenged with. Can you embrace them? When you do that, you raise the frequency. You can find the, I know it's going to sound crazy, joy in it. The joy. What's the joy? The absolute breakthrough that none of this is bad. That none of this was bad. That the deaths were not bad. That the loss of material things was never bad. We're just naming all these things. We're the ones deciding that it's bad, and we assign a negative feeling to it. We have all these things we've told ourselves through the centuries, and we've believed it. It's gone now. You don't have to believe any of it. None of it. None of it. None of the stuff your church has told you, none of the stuff science has told you, or the government, or education systems. You don't have to believe any of it. You get to choose your reality. Instead of having it dictated, or you feeling bad about not living that whatever life everybody tells you you should, it's time to buck the system. What's that? Anything you want it to be. We don't need to have rules. We don't have to have rules at all. We create our own, because you are in control of your own free will. No one can infringe on that. They can try all they want. They can even come in and shoot you and kill you, but they cannot destroy your free will, because you can never be destroyed. In fact, you'll be more powerful on the other side, so watch out with what you do to other people. Yeah, that's not going to be good for you. Cause and effect, right? There's always an effect from everything you do, including every thought. What are you contributing to this planet? This is the year we take responsibility for everything. And we're getting away from the I, me, I want, I need. Instead, we're going to say, I am. You remember this? Did you do this? I am all powerful, unlimited abundance, total love, the peace of total change, ultimate joy and health. I am grateful for everything. Not just I'm grateful. Okay, what am I grateful for today? My house. No, I'm grateful for everything. Everything. Because if you're not grateful for everything, then you're saying that there's something bad going on that shouldn't be happening. And you're missing the fact that that's the very thing that is going to create the higher frequency and the growth. And then, of course, the manifesting all the other great stuff, which is, to me, just a bonus. I am grateful for everything. And yes, sometimes, damn it, it hurts. It's not always fun. I'll tell you that right now. Do you think Jesus Christ had a good time the whole time? Remember the desert? Yeah. He wasn't always a happy camper. Neither was Buddha. Buddha struggled for years and years and years trying to find the meaning until, boom, under the Bodhi tree. Oh my God, I just realized something. I had a message last night. Wow. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I'll do that in the next video. All right, so I want to ask you to ask yourself, if I died today, if I left today, you don't die, but what did I contribute? What did I contribute to this world? Wow, I better start working on that. And then in my case, I'm like, I better start working harder on that. I've got so much I want to do. And I don't know if I'll accomplish it or not. I'm just going to do my best. So again, I want you to absolutely think about your contribution, because you are contributing in the positive, when you do it in a positive way, to yourself. You're raising the frequency of the planet, and when it raises, everything opens up for you because you are that energy. And that is the gateway to all prosperity, abundance, health, joy, love. So if we do that first, we don't have to worry about winning the lottery. Everybody's going to experience this. Isn't that awesome? Wouldn't that be great if it wasn't just you? If you didn't have to worry about your neighbor who was, lonely or sad, or the other one that's unhealthy, or the kids that, mom and dad are struggling. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could send that out there and raise the frequency of this planet and work on this and get this raised and put aside the fear and say, I'm done. I'm not going to keep my frequency down here because I'm holding everybody else back, because we share that energy. We are it. Work on you every day. Ask for answers. Ask and you shall receive. That asking is that there's higher consciousness constantly around you. Everything's different frequencies. All you have to do is tap into it and ask for help. It will come to you. It can see you. It can help you. Lower frequencies, they're someplace else. Don't tap into that, all right? And that's fear. Be joyful. You are in an awesome time period on the most incredible planet in the universe, at least this universe. I don't know how it works totally, but it's endless. It's endless, which means you get to experience everything you've ever wanted to. Don't worry, no matter what situation you're in right now, you're going to experience every possible beautiful, fabulous thing you've ever wanted in your entire life, and a billion lifetimes after that. And they're all going to be more beautiful and interesting, and some are going to be crazy. And the more you raise your frequency here, the more fun you will have there, because you will not have to keep learning certain lessons. So don't be afraid. Be okay with experiencing the fear, but don't react to it. It's not who you are. It's just a remnant of what humanity has brought forward and told and used as a control trigger, right? You better do this or you're going to hell. Work hard, especially for me, because I'm going to make a lot of money, but you need to work 9 to 9. Just feed the family. That's the right thing to do. But forget it. Forget it. What do you want to do with your life? Focus on that. That's more important. Be passionate about what you the way you live and think and work and give and love. And watch what happens. It's going to be so powerful. But don't leave this earth without feeling like you really contributed something beautiful. And that wasn't a car sitting in your driveway or even sending your kids to college. It was something even greater than that, beyond what's going to benefit just you or just your immediate family and friends. What about the greater picture? I know you're capable because you're me. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You can perform anything. It exists right now. What do you choose to bring into your reality? What positive, beautiful message can you send out to this planet right now? And every single day, send that light and love that will raise the frequency and change the lives of everyone, every energy on this planet and beyond. Namaste.